Now let us begin with the book exercises. First one is match the columns to make complete sentences and then rewrite the sentences. One has been done for you. So what is the answer being done first is A, I. So it has been matched with I am going to the playground. I is being matched with am playing with going to the playground. Okay, and then how you have to rewrite it? Using slash. Over here you can see a slash has been used. Why? To differentiate between the subject and the predicate. Okay, so I over here in this sentence is subject and going to the playground is the predicate. How? Let's say if we have the sentence I am going to the playground, so first we'll try to identify the verb. So the verb is am going. If I am asking the question, who is going to the playground? Then what is the answer? I. So I becomes the subject and remaining part of the sentence becomes the predicate. And that is why just to divide them we have used a slash. Okay. Now next, the dog. So the dog is chewing on a bone. Okay. So there will be a slash after dog when you will write it over here. Okay. So who is chewing on a bone? We have a verb is chewing. Okay. So who is chewing on the bone? So the dog. So that is why the dog is subject, is chewing on a bone becomes the predicate. As I have told you earlier in the explanation, starting from the verb up till full stop it would be known as predicate. Next, Ruth has invited all the girls to the party. Ruth has invited all the girls to the party. Okay, so over here we have verb has invited. So if we want to ask the question, who has invited all the girls to her party? So yes, it's Ruth. Okay, so Ruth becomes the subject and rest becomes the predicate. And then when you will write the sentence over here, so Ruth slash has invited all the girls to her party. Next is Harit. So Harit has lost his cricket gloves. So Harit slash has lost his cricket gloves. So Harit is subject, has lost his cricket gloves becomes the predicate. Next, you. So you are going alone to school today. So you is subject, then slash are going alone to the school today becomes the predicate. And this is the way you how you have to write sentences over here. Now, so over here you can see second is put a slash after the word from column A as shown in the example. So that I have already explained you how you have to do that. Next, now take a look at the words before the slash. Each of these words form the subject of the sentence. As I had already told you this, that the words coming before the slash are the subject. Why? Because they are answering the question to the who and what, and the word after the word after the slash will be known as predicate. Okay, so this thing we have already covered. Okay, see this blue block, what it says: no sentence is complete without a subject and a predicate. ओके, कोई भी सेंटेंस आज तक ऐसा नहीं बना है, मतलब कोई भी सेंटेंस ऐसा नहीं है जिसमें सब्जेक्ट या प्रेडिकेट ना हो. ओके, सो नाउ एक्सरसाइज नंबर 3. Put a slash after the subject in each of the following sentences. One has been done for you. So yes, you have to again follow the steps of identification of subject and predicate. What is the first step? You will identify the verb, then you will ask the question who or what. Whatever answer would be to the question would be known, would be called for subject, and the remaining would be predicate. So let's do. The first one has been already done. The lion is a fierce animal. So the lion. So we have a verb over here as is a fierce. So who is a fierce animal? The lion. So that is why the lion becomes the subject and there is a slash after the lion. Okay? You have to place the slash just after the subject. आप जो slash आप डालेंगे, place करेंगे, वो subject के just बाद होगा. Okay? Let's take the next sentence. G2 ate too many sweets today. So G2. Okay. So ate over here is the verb. And if we'll ask the question, who ate too many sweets today? So the answer is G2. That is why we have placed a slash after G2. So answer is G2 slash ate too many sweets today. Okay? So I guess now you must have understood how you have to identify the subject and the predicate in this sentence. So I would suggest that these three should be solved by you own. Okay, by your own you have to solve this. And if you face any problem or you have any query in this sentence while solving, you can ask me in the doubt clearing section. Now, so the subject of a sentence can be one word or many words. Generally, the subject of a sentence is at the beginning of a sentence. We are reading over here. I repeat, the subject of a sentence can be one word or many words. Generally, the subject of a sentence is at the beginning of a sentence. In order to be sure about the subject of a sentence, look at all the words that come before the first verb of a sentence. So, ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि सब्जेक्ट में सिर्फ एक या दो वर्ड्स ही होंगे. बहुत सारे वर्ड्स भी हो सकते हैं और वो सब्जेक्ट पार्ट में आ सकता है. कैसे? लेट्स सी. इधर एक एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है. देयर इज एन एग्जांपल. द लेडी क्रॉस द रोड. So over here, what according to the steps of identification, what we do? So we take the verb first. So verb is crossed. So who crossed the road? The lady. So the lady becomes the subject and cross the road becomes the predicate. Okay. But if we have a sentence like the thin, tired, weak old lady in the black dress crossed the road. So if we'll ask the question, we have the verb crossed. If we ask the question, अगर हमारे पास question बनता है that who crossed the road, again हमारे पास वही question बनेगा who crossed the road. तो आंसर क्या आएगा? The thin, tired, weak old lady in black dress is your answer. That means ये इतना जितना भी है, the thin, tired, weak old lady in the black dress, ये आपका subject है. क्यों? Because this is being placed just before the verb. क्यों? क्योंकि ये हमारे verb से question जो हमने बनाया था who या what का, ये उसका आंसर है. That is why it is a subject and rest cross the road is the predicate. Okay? This is how it works. So over here you can see in this sentence the word crossed is the verb. So all the words before cross from the subject of the sentence. Can you guess the subject of the sentence would be? Write your answer in the space below. So what is the subject of the sentence? Yes, as we have solved it, the thin, tired, weak old lady in the black dress is your subject. Okay, you have to write this much in the space provided below. Now, let us come to the fourth exercise. Write suitable predicates of the following subjects given below. So there can be ample of sentences, but just remember that whatever you will write, जो भी आप predicates लिखोगे यहाँ पे, उसमें helping verb या verb से start होना चाहिए अपना predicate. Okay? So let's see. The young girl. We have the young girl. So young girl में क्या लिख सकते हैं आगे में predicate? We can write. So the young girl is the subject over here, and then we have to write the predicate over here. So the young girl danced gracefully. So dance is the verb, है ना? Verb से start हो रहा है. Always remember verb से start करना है हमको. Verb या helping verb. So the young girl danced gracefully. Next you can take as example, all the monkeys in the zoo chattered noisily. Okay, बहुत शोर कर रहे थे. Chattered noisily. Next, we dash. So we went to the market, or we sat near the fireplace, or we visited the zoo. कुछ भी सेंटेंस बन सकता है इसमें, है ना? सो दिस इज कम्प्लीटली बेस्ड अपॉन योर इमेजिनेशन, बट याद रखना यहाँ पे आपका प्रोनाउन कौन सा यूज हो रहा है. यहाँ पे वी हैड, एंड वी हैव द कैट, वी हैव ही, वी हैव जोशुआ एंड जोसेफ. सो ऑन दैट बेसिस यू हैव टू प्लेस इट. ओके, so rest you can do it by your own, I guess. And let us take the next exercise. Complete the sentence by writing suitable subjects. पहले हमने क्या किया था, हमने suitable predicates लिया था. अब हम यहाँ पे suitable subjects place करेंगे. So let us take the first three. Dash live in Mumbai. So you can write over here, my cousins live in Mumbai, or you can write my grandparents live in Mumbai. Okay. Next is dash grew in the orchard behind my grandfather's house. So you can write the apples, or you can write the oranges, you can write the grapes. Okay, we are talking about some fruits, or you can write the vegetables also, but orchard is for fruits. Next, C. Dash are animals that have black and white stripes on them. So, which is the animal with having the black and white stripes? Yet it's a zebra. So, you'll write zebras are animals that have black and white stripes on them. So, this is the way you have to solve this exercise further on. And if you face any problem in doing the sentences, you can ask me in doubt clearing session. Thank you.